What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge in 5. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for today, and I'll tell you what, we're not going to waste a single second. Let's bring in the stars of the show and get this thing going because we have big issues to discuss right here. And Spector, I'm coming right at you, man. You know what time it is, buddy. All right, so give us a pick. How are you feeling about tonight as well?
Oh, I feel good, but I'm going nowhere near that game betting. I have enough stress on that game already. I'm going to the game in person. I live by Chase Center. We're just going to go to the game. We're going to enjoy it because the Warriors are going to win. Our model has the Warriors winning by 3 points. That's too close of a margin for me, but we're going to be fine.
Nah, wait a second. You're going to the game. There's more reason to bet on it. Like when you go to a game, you have to bet on it. You got to have something on it, right?
EC, if I bet on games while I'm there all the time, then I'll age and look like you. Like I don't want that.
Ouch! Your brother coming right out of the gate at you, dude.
Guilty as charged. He's spot on with that. That was a brilliant line, by the way, because it's true. If you saw me every U of A game I go to, I put money on. For sure. You gotta have the over-under.
Okay, one, well, I have no doubt on that one. And number two, I gotta see something. I'm gonna put you on solo screen. Yep, undershirt there. All right, we're feeling good.
By the way, you see, I got a little gray hair going over here too, or this. Yeah, that's
just shows wisdom. That's just living a parlay life. Bro.
No, that's my parlays. AB when I go to games.
There you go.
All right. Speaking of going to games, Spector, you got one play. Hit us.
All right, let's do it. So we're gonna go because we're staying away. We're gonna do Bam Adebayo over 11.5 rebounds and assists at -113. SportsLine AI is predicting 13.5 rebounds and assists for Bam Adebayo. And throughout the play-in and the playoffs, he's gone over this line 8 out of his 11 games, including 3 of the 4 Knicks games. He's averaging 13.9 rebounds and assists throughout the playoffs and play-ins and 12.38 in the Knicks series. In the fact that we're getting a below average line when Bam hasn't really had any extremely high outliers just makes this a good bet from a data standpoint.
All right. You know what? We always want a good data standpoint. And I'm not sure if somebody fell over and broke a desk right there with that noise. But yeah.
That would be my dog. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Look, it's just a health and welfare check. All right. That's all that was. I just want to make sure everybody was all right. Okay. Now, Remy, coming over to you. You got one play here. All right. Going basketball. I mean, you've just been money with these. Hit it. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't want to add any more stress to Specty's life either. So I'm going with the Heat Knicks game as well. And I'm looking at Kyle Lowry over 14.5 points and assists at -115. First, let's look at the numbers. He's averaging 28 minutes a game this series. That's up from 21 minutes in the previous series. Against the Knicks, he has 3 turnovers to 20 assists, and he's scoring double digits in 5 of the last 7 games. But why is he doing so well? Let's look at some background story here. We know he's been struggling with injuries on and off, right? Well, when he came back from that knee injury on March 11th, Eric Spoelstra made the crazy decision to move Lowry to the bench unit. And this is why it was so crazy. It ended one of the most impressive player streaks in the NBA. Lowry had started 667 consecutive games when he was active. You're talking about a star point guard for over a decade on an $85 million contract. And now an undrafted free agent is starting in his place. Just to give you an idea of how wild or controversial that was, imagine you have a proven winner like Specty, right? And then we decide to bench Specty and start EC in his place. That just doesn't work. That wouldn't work for us. It's not supposed to work for everybody, but it's working for the Heat. And it's actually been a turning point for them because the bench was one of their weaknesses. They had ranked 22nd in aggregate point differential, but in the playoffs, Miami's bench is now number 1. And that's because of Kyle Lowry. So we're taking over 14.5 points and assists.
So, all right. So, okay. You bring up an excellent point here. All right. So first off, I love the play. Second, yeah, like that's the scary part with them is that when they have like their full roster getting after it. The other night, we were on CBS Sports HQ live betting that game when it was at halftime, and it was like, look, the Heat are up 8 points at halftime, and Jimmy Butler has 9 points. He hasn't even had to do anything, and you know he's getting the ball the entire fourth quarter. Like, I don't know what you expect to do, but you're not going to beat the Heat when they're doing that, right? So, yeah, for sure. Hey, EC, you just shook your head there. You don't like it?
I'm the least funny person on this show today, apparently. you got Spector dropping one-liners. You got Grace dropping one line. AB, you're funnier than me naturally. Boy, I just feel like, dropped off a cliff here.
Let me say this. I think you got some fireworks coming. All right. Let me just say, I think you've got some fireworks.
You ready for my first?
If you want to be funny, all right, let's say we're going to do this. Let me give my 3 picks, and then I can get out of your way and let you have your spot. All right?
Yeah.
And I want your opinion on all 3, okay? You don't have to break them down in full. Just I'll go one by one. Give me your opinion, okay? First one. Going Red Sox, Braves, both teams to score 3+ runs. A little juicy, -145. You could get it at 4+ runs each at +120 on your Caesar Sportsbook app. But I'm going to go with 3 runs. I'd rather eat the juice on that. How you feel about that, Issa?
I like it. That's a good bet. I don't know who's pitching for the Braves tonight, but Brian Bello, not so good for the Red Sox.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. And Truist Park, good hitters park. Good to go there. Number 2. All right. Maple Leafs, Florida Panthers. Maple Leafs race to 2 goals. They're down 0-3. In any other sport, when a team is down 0-3 in a series, I'm out on them. Don't want anything to do with it. That said, in the NHL, they have a little thing called gumption, and they do care, and they come out, and they give you every damn thing that they have. All right, this one's for pride. Go in and race to 2 goals. What do you think?
Flip a coin. I like the Panthers tonight. The Panthers have won, 6 in a row?
I'm not saying the Leafs are going to win.
It's a coin flip.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Leafs are going to win. I think that they just come out and score. They get to 2 goals first.
Okay.
They might lose 6-2 afterward. I'm not saying that they win, but I do feel that they have, just a little fire in the belly. All right, now number 3, last one. Same kind of deal here. All right, but we're going 3 goals for the Oilers instead of 2. First off, the reason being 2 goals is like -250, right? It's something crazy. We're not playing it. But the Oilers, again, they're not down 0-3, certainly by any means, but this is, if there is a phrase stronger than must win, apply it to the Oilers. Like they have to win this game. They absolutely have to win this damn game. And I think they're going to score as many goals as humanly possible tonight. So I'm going to take them on a race to 3. What do you think about that?
I love that. That should be in every one of my parlays tonight.
Look at them. All right. Okay.
I love that bet, AB. That's a great one.
Yeah, I feel good about it too. I mean, we got to get to 3, but if there's any team on the planet that's going to get to 3 goals, it's going to be the Oilers. I think they do it first. Okay. Get out of your way. Let it rip.
AB, I got a text from our buddy Buckets this morning that he told me that Twitter is considering coming out with a dating app. Can you imagine the success that I'll have when girls can read coaches' tweets about me? Can you imagine how that's going to blow up?
Terrifying.
I mean, it can't hurt, right?
You're going to go viral every day.
I figured that I would. So, and we know what happens when I go on a date. Like things go great. So no dates tonight. Sorry to break it to you, but I do have a couple of MLB plays. I got a pitcher one because Grace usually throws out an MLB pitcher play. So we're gonna go with our guy Justin Steele of my Chicago Cubs to record a win at +200. You get this on DraftKings. I think it's a little bit lower now. It's like maybe like +185, but he's 5-0 with a 1.45 ERA. Right now, he'd win the Cy Young in the NL if it was over, which long way to go. 3-0 with a .74 ERA at home. The Cubs are 5-2 when he starts. They're 12-4 when they're in their last 16 facing a lefty. They're going up against Jordan Montgomery of the Cardinals, who's also been great on the road. But the Cubs have lost the first 2 of this series. They have a 9-game road trip at Minnesota, Houston, Philly after this. Got to get this game. Desperate team. Ace pitcher tonight. I'm rolling with it, and we're getting a lot of juice. So we're going +200 Justin Steele to get a win. Then I'm going a little chalky here, and I don't love this, but Nick Pratto of the Royals, over half hit plus run plus RBI, -175. Now, I would have played this at -1.5 or over 1.5, but they're only giving me over a half on DraftKings. He's 4 for 8 with a double and home run against Lance Lynn, hitting .349 on the year, and he's hit this in 8 of his 9 starts since coming back to the Royals on April 28th. So I feel really good about this one. And you can parlay that, since I know you guys are looking for parlays, with Jonathan Marchessault, over 2.5 shots on goal in that Vegas Oilers game that AB just mentioned at -165. If you parlayed those 2 together, I did the math, you get +152, which I like. He's had 4, 7, and 6 in this series, which is obviously over 2.5. He had 3, 5, 2, and 4 in the regular season against Edmonton. So he's hit 6 of his last 7 this year against Edmonton over the 2.5 shots on goal. And get this, since the beginning of 2021, He's over this in 9 of his last 11 games against the Oilers. I think he gets at least 3 shots on goal. It's chalky, but you parlay it with Prado. We're feeling great about it. And then, AB, we have one more. And I have to do this.
Hold on. You have a surprise for the show?
No.
Is that a surprise in itself? Never. We have what I'm calling the Specty and EC season saver parlay. Warriors money line tonight and the Suns money line tomorrow. And I'll just give you a quick rationale. You know Spector's going to be at the game tonight. So you know Golden State is not losing. Like, we know that, right? That's
no way. No way.
And the reason the Suns are going to win, the reason they lost last night is because Coach was on my side and when he was going head-to-head against Sia. And when Coach and I are on the same side, that is a losing formula. With Coach not on the Suns tomorrow, hopefully. I don't think he's on the morning show. He's doing PGA Tour Live. So he will not be on the Suns. The Suns will win and force a Game 7. It's only plus 113, but this is free money. Free money.
Well, let me say this. Okay, I like the idea. You know I'm in. I'm betting this as well. You know that I'm in.
Yeah.
But, and I'm going to say this, and it's nothing negative at you, but from the show yesterday, I have no idea why anyone bet the Suns. I literally said it. I was like, I don't know why anyone is betting the Suns. The Nuggets never lose at home. They cover everything. But
the Suns are not, and I may also, still early, I may have a date for the game tomorrow night, not at the game, but for the game. So that's why, as long as Spector's Warriors take care of business tonight, the Suns are a lock tomorrow. We'll know more on tomorroow's show, AB.
Okay, and I gotta say,
go ahead.
Model has Warriors by 3 and Suns by 5 tomorrow. So all
That's
signs
free
are
money.
pointing.
All right, so we got a couple things in the chat that we got to get to. All right, first off, just because, it's my dude. Rizzo, what's up, man? What's good? All right, good to see you, man. Glad you're in here. Number 2, all right, Mike. EC, I will buy your son's ticket if you go to the game wrapped in your son's blanket and live stream yourself in the stands. That's a fact. Mike will buy it.
Yeah,
100%.
You have to do it.
I would definitely consider that
for the content. EC, do it for the content.
We will, if they make it to the Western Conference Finals against Specty's Warriors, we will make that happen.
You're the one talking about free money. Right there.
Well, but I'm saying it's free money to get to a Game 7.
Look, Mike says, I'll buy the date a ticket too if you and the date make the Jumbotron with the blanket. Mike is laying out the greatest date.
That is actual free money, EC. Actual free money.
Free money. And I've got a feeling if Mike will 1,000% make sure all of that happens. Number 2, I have a feeling that with all of that might be the one. We could be talking about engagement, EC. And that, I don't even want to know the streak that you would go on with that because dating is great enough. All right, let me get to the recap here before everybody goes crazy and waiting for it. Let me put it up here. All right, EC's on Justin Steele to record a win, plus 200. Nick Prado over half a hit run an RBI. Jonathan, how do you pronounce that last name?
Marcia So.
All right, Jonathan Marcia Show over 2.5 shots on goal. Spector's on Bam Adebayo over 11.5 rebounds and assists. The speculator in EC. I thought that said screensaver parlay. Season saver parlay plus 113. Warriors money line on Wednesday night and Suns money line on Thursday night. Remy is on Kyle Lowry over 14.5 points and assists. I am on the Red Sox Braves. Both teams score 3+ runs. Race to 2 goals. Maple Leafs minus 120. Race to 3 goals. Oilers minus 130. Yes. So look, we could be talking about engagement, EC.
Now, I want to ask Grace here. If you were to go with a guy wearing a blanket to a game, would you ever give him a second date?
Oh, wait, this is a first date?
This would be a first date.
Mike's now paying for the ring and the wedding. Mike McClure is going to front the entire operation. All right, sorry.
The second date doesn't matter at this point. It's, are you the people's capper or not? You got to do it for the brand.
I don't know if I have those kind of stones to do that on a first date.
Tell you what,
on a first date.
This is what we're going to do. I need you to take 24 hours and sit and think on this, and everyone come back Thursday for the Early Edge in 5. We're going to have this decision and everything made. All right. And look, Mike is putting the money up right up front. But you know what you have to think about. You know what you have to do. Deal? Take 24 hours. Think on it.
I'll think about it. You bet. Okay.
We will see everyone Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern for the Early Edge in 5. Arguably the most important Early Edge in 5 that we've ever done. So we're going to find out. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.